Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. Today is a new day, another day, and something I wanted to sit down and talk to you about is from one of my viewers. Now, I get a lot of comments. I get a lot of comments and a lot of questions people ask, and I usually like to respond back like in the comment section with you, and then sometimes people will write me emails, and sometimes I can respond to them. Sometimes I have the time to do that, and I've had a few over the last little while, and I feel like I just didn't touch on the surface. I'm a better talker, I feel like, than a better writer or a better typer or a better texter. So I had one of my viewers send me a message, and I just felt like God said, you know what? Put this in your video for her. She needs this. So this, Sharona, is for you. Sharona sent me an email, and she said she watches my videos. Now, she watches my videos, and I'm cooking and cleaning and do things. And her question was, do you do all the household chores alone, or do the children also cooperate and help you? So my answer to you is, what you see me filming, I do. And then my children all have chores that they have to do. But my chores, if they don't, what they have to do doesn't affect my life. Like if I had someone doing kitchen cleanup and my chore was like washing the floors. Well, I need them to do kitchen cleanup before I wash my floors because they're just gonna make a mess, right? So if you have other people helping you, make sure that the chores that you're doing are ones that you can get done and that doesn't affect your day. So then if they're late to the game doing their chores, or they're up late, or they're doing something else, they don't get to it right away, it doesn't affect you. That's how I schedule out my chores for my house. Like my kids, they do all the smaller ones that like don't really mean a lot for me, and then we have a whole nother level of a house that they do the extra ones downstairs. And so it's something I don't have to worry about. It's like out of sight, out of mind. If they didn't get to it, it still would be fine. You know what I mean? So that's how I do it. Now, if I had little ones, if you have a lot of little ones at home, I don't know what your situation is at home. You know, the email, it has a whole bunch more into it, but I feel like it's a plea for like, I don't know how to do this. I don't know. If you have a lot of little ones at home, you got to give yourself some grace. Don't watch my video and think I have to do all that in a day. No, 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 no. Go back to my blog, which is plainandnotsoplain.com, and go see like my different articles about managing a large household or how things are. You'll see pictures. You'll see pictures of my house being a mess. You'll see pictures of things not neatly picked up, because you know what? You can only do so much. Like your priorities are a little bit different when you have younger ones. You just got to set the bar a lot lower and learn to like, it's okay if your windows are dirty. It's okay if you don't get vacuumed every day, unless you have a toddler or a baby crawling, you need clean. It's okay if the laundry kind of piles up. You just have to choose what is most important to you to get done and do it. I have a couple of videos about setting up a cleaning system, and I will link those below. Yes, or put the video on here. I don't know how to do that. I'll link it below somehow. But how you set up a cleaning system, that having a set way that I do chores has helped my life hugely. If I recommend anything, it would be that, like setting up a schedule. Investing that time into your home is well worth the effort, I promise you. It takes a little bit of time at first. I remember we moved into our new house, and I was like, I just have my cleaning schedule all gone. I'm like, I still got to set one up, and it took me some time, but I got it. And now cleaning is so easy. It's so easy because I wake up and I'm like, oh, it's Monday. This is what I have to do. Oh, it's Tuesday. I know what I have to do. I don't have to think about things. I don't have to make a list. I don't have to do things. So setting up your cleaning system is key for running an effective home. So click the video and go watch that, and I tell you exactly how to do that. It's time consuming, but spread it out and get it done. Okay, another part of the question was, where do you get the energy, desires, and strength to get up every day and do all these tasks as a mother? So how do I do what I do? Is it because I have a great, awesome ability just to get up every single day and do things? I have tons of energy? No, I can lay in bed just like anybody else. I can do all those things. Yeah, if you need me to lay on the couch and have some chips and lay there with my magazine, oh, I could do that, and I can do that. I just think that desire comes from like knowing what I have to do for my day to get things accomplished. Like when I wake up, or even when I go to bed, it's like, all right, Lord, what do I have to do for my day? Like, if there's always an option to do something else, most people would opt to do that other option. I just know what I have to do in my own life, or my house is going to suffer. And I don't mean that like I can let that stuff, so I don't have to have a clean house. Like I can just let things go. I don't mean that, but like I know if I don't do school with my kids, they're not going to get their schooling done. I know that if I don't get all I have to get done, I'm not going to be able to take them to something they want to go to. Or I know that if I don't get something done, I'm not going to be able to get work done. And, you know, all of that plays into like that expectancy and desire that you're doing what you're supposed to do in your home. I know when I had a lot of little kids, it's tiring and long and exhausting. But every day I'm like, okay, this is what I got to do for my day. This is my life right now, and this is what I have to do. Just that thing. I feel like if you always have an out, like say someone to come and help you, when there's nothing wrong with someone come and help you, or if you leave it and your husband will do it, or if you just leave it and your mother-in-law is going to come, or your mother, or you just don't have to worry about it. If you don't make dinner, well, guess what? Your husband will bring it home. I feel like if you have an out to do those things, then you're always going to kind of look for that. And there's nothing wrong with help. There's nothing. If you got help, awesome. For myself and our situation that we've had over the years, I didn't have an out. Like I had to do it. Like the work rested on my shoulders. Greg was working a lot of hours, gone a lot because, you know, we got to pay for water and food. And so all of that work rested on me. And I just knew I just got to do it. He's working hard at his job. He's exhausted. He's tired. I'm just going to have to get it done. I got to do what I can do. And it only comes from the strength of the Lord, because you know what? I can fail all day long by trying to do things on my own. But I had to go, okay, God, what do you have me to do? And get up and do it. So looking to the Lord for strength for that has just been huge. And I only say it's because of the grace of God I do what I do, because I don't want to. I want to stay in bed. There's days I want to sleep all day. There's times I'm on this vacation right now, and you know what? I don't want to do anything. And I'm like, but I know what I have to do for my family. I know what I got to do for my kids. So I just do it. And that's the key. You just got to know, all right, I just got to do it. I got to get that umption to get up and do it. And then she also asked if you could give me some tips on how to be active and initiate order and organization at the home. Another thing that I think helped me years, many years ago, so before I even know how to cook and clean and organize all those things, I wrote myself a list. I sat down and I wrote myself a list. I wrote down a list of things, like I think of a person that has a job outside of the home, like when you work in wherever you work somewhere, you want to improve your skills. You want to get better at what you do, right? You always want to improve. I mean, you should want to do better in your life and get better, learn new skill sets to add to your, your list of what you can do. And so I always felt like, you know what? And when I was in the home, I want to like build my skill sets. I want to be like the best homemaker I can be. I want to not, try to be the best mom I can be. And I'm going to fail. Oh, I'm going to fail. Ask my kids. Kids, right? Mom fails. She does. She's okay admitting that. I can do that. In my home, I can fail. I know these things. I'm going to do these things. But knowing that I have that goal, like, I want to do better. I want to do better in my life. So I sat down and I gave myself a list of things that I wanted to do better. I started out with like my personal life, and this was just me, myself, and it was, I wanted to lose some weight. And so I wrote that down. And another one was I wanted to, make my relationship with the Lord more. That was another thing I wrote down. Then it was, maybe the areas of the home. I wanted to have a cleaning schedule. And then I wanted to be able to, make some new foods, because I wasn't a very good cook, and I wanted to learn to bake bread. So I had these things all written down. Another one was relationship with my children. I wanted to, and in my family, I wanted to, spend more time with my kids. So I had to write down, like, I want to have more time one-on-one with my kids. I had 10 kids. How do you do that? I wrote this out. And the same thing with my husband. I wanted to spend more time with my husband. And so then what I would do is I took those different areas, and then I started with one, and I was like one was for myself. Okay, so I looked at my list of things I want to do for me, and I thought, all right, what are some practical things I can do to help that? So losing weight, that's one. What can I do? Sure, it sounds really easy to start exercising. Okay, so I wrote down exercise 20 minutes, 3 times a week. Aim low. Aim low. Don't put big giant goals, because you'll fail and feel bad. Another one was drink more water. And another one was change my diet, cutting out different things. So I had those. The one with my children, it was like spending more time. Okay, taking half hour each day. Yeah, I had 10 kids, so I had to work it out for 2 weeks' time, but spending one-on-one time with my child, being able to get that in. Okay, so I wrote those things down. And then the house, the food. Okay, a practical thing for me to learn to cook better is to implement one new meal a week. And for baking, it was how to bake bread. Okay, make bread once a week. So I had practical things under my main goals. And then what I would do is, all right, I just took one, because you got so many, and I'm like, what can I start with? And I'm like, you know what, Lord, what do I start with? Okay, it was exercise, myself, taking care of myself. So I'm like, what's something practical I can start today, this week, that I can do to reach my goal? Okay, my list is going to take forever, but I'm starting with something. So I would look at it, it was drink more water. I'm like, I can drink more water. So I set a goal to drink more water every day. And I did that every single day and kept on it. It took a week or two to implement it and got it. And then after I got that, I'm like, all right, I feel like I've got that in my realm and under my belt. And then the next thing was exercise 3 times a week. And I was like, okay. So then I started doing that 3 times a week. As much as I didn't like it, I was like 3 times a week, added that to it. Did that the next week along with drinking my water. So I'd have that going, keep that rolling. And then it was, you know, after like that maybe took a few more weeks, not just 2, it took like 3, 4 to get in there. So meanwhile, it's been, you know, about a month and a half, and then it was like changing my diet a little bit. So then I would take small changes. I'd start breakfast. Okay, let me do oatmeal for breakfast each week or each day. I implemented that every day. You know, just slow steps. You don't do anything big at a time. You take slow steps. I used to say, how do you eat an elephant? My father-in-law would say that all the time. I'm like, I don't know. I said, you would eat it. He's like, how would you eat an elephant? I'm like, I wouldn't. And he's like, no. If you had to eat it, how would you eat it? And I'm like, all right, 1 bite at a time. And I'm like, you're right. It was 1 bite at a time. Same thing in your walk. So I would do that with that. The meals, okay, moving on to the meals. It was like, all right, make 1 new meal a week. Okay, so in my rotation, when I kind of planned out, I'd plan out once a month, plan out once a week first, then plan out for 2 weeks, and then plan out for 3 weeks, then plan out for a month. I was already at once a month. So I implemented 4 different meals each week that were brand new into our family's, you know, just repertoire of foods. And so added those in there, and I did that consistently for the months, along with the water, along with the exercise. All of these are building like blocks on top of blocks on top of blocks. And so that's how you do it. That's how you do things. It's just like a job. It's like a job. You are a job. You're a job. But if you were outside the home, you would, you know, start in something, you would work on something, and then they would add some more. Then they would add some more, and then some cars or motorcycles. That's loud. And then you would just keep adding things to it. So that's how you get, and you can get those things done, but you just got to keep on it. And if you have days that you fall off and you fall apart, and guess what? I failed. Okay, good. You failed. You know what? Get back up. Start again. That's what you do, okay? I had a bad week. I faltered on this. Didn't keep with what I was supposed to do, but you know what? The next week's a new week, and then go back to them. And if you see you're consistently falling back, okay, let me go back a few more steps on my exercise. Let me go back to just drinking the water, if that's all I can do. Staying with that. You just got to keep that going, but having something written down that you can see helps hugely. So for myself, that's how I got motivated to get better. And then I saw the outcome. I saw when I made a cleaning schedule, the difference it made in my home. Wow, like I have more time. It's great. I saw when planning out my meals for the month how that made a difference in my home, and I'm like, okay, wow, that's what you do. So just having that and knowing like, okay, that helped benefit my time. Spending time with my kids one-on-one, getting that. So seeing that with my kids and going, oh, look at that half hour with my kids, what a difference that made in their attitude. Knowing that made a difference. That's how I did it. That's how I do what I do. That's it. That's it. And I say it's always by the grace of God, because you know what? I'm human. I don't want to. I'm just like everybody else. But I just know that, okay, this is what God has me to do in my life, and I do it. That's the key. And for you, it's going to look different, because your situation is different. Your realm of people around you is different. Your family situation is different. And, you know, your skills and everything will be different. You might have better ones than I do on certain things. And so, isn't that cool? That's a freighter. Pretty exciting. Sorry, we never hear those at our house in the mountains. You never hear freighters, you hear cars. So that is how you do what you do. So Serona, I hope that this video helped you and encouraged you. Like for myself, I'm like, all right, if I could like help somebody out, speak to them one-on-one. I would do a Zoom call with her, but you know, we don't have internet, and so that just would not work. So this, I feel like, is a good way to share, and then maybe it'll help somebody else as well. So I'm just gonna add this to a video of the day. So let's keep going with our day. Can you guys guess? Serious problem here, I know. I'm in line again. Got a coffee. Today is another day vlogging on vacation. So I've been doing, this video is gonna be like probably a week after my other vlogs that I've been doing. Like I'm trying to do like when we're doing fun stuff, just film it a little bit of it, but I realized that I posted like them out of order. So I'm sorry. It's been busy. I'm just like, okay, just get something done. And then I realized, oh, that was out of order, but that's okay. That's why I'm not saying hello. It's Friday or Monday or Tuesday, because I have no idea what day it is, but I've been doing the last few days, so the last few vlogs I've been doing food, which has been awesome. So I'm very thankful. Can I sit down? So I was very glad the last few vlogs that you saw, I don't know if they were last week or this is the current week, we'll see. And they were food ones, which was awesome. Able to make meals, and then, because one of the houses we went to, my girlfriend's like, she did all the cooking, so I didn't have to do anything, which is awesome. And I'm fine with that. So then coming back up to grandparents, it's been nice to be able to bless them and be able to make some meals. I'm like, do you got some dinners? I'll make those dinners for you. So can you know, when you're older, it's the last thing you want to do is cook food. So I was very thankful I got to do a Gather Your Fragment at my home where I grew up, which was nice. And then just to be able to like share some of the favorite foods and stuff that I would have grown up eating in that. So it's just been good. It's been a great time. It's been a peaceful time, relaxing, just good. It's like, are you ready to go home? I don't know, yeah, I guess I'm ready to get back home, but I'm just like, I'm still enjoying our time. The kids are all having fun. Everybody's like just having fun. We've been doing, I haven't filmed like everything. So I did the food vlogs, but I didn't film what we were doing at all. So we've been enjoying, can I go this way? There you go. We've been enjoying like visiting with friends and stuff, and that was really nice. And I didn't film at their house. I didn't film at friends' house. We just went to go visit different friends, and the kids had fun swimming and going to the farm and, you know, just seeing all the different animals at one of our friends' house. And then we went and saw Aunt Julie. I might insert a clip. She was singing. She's on a singing group. I think that's what you call it. She was practicing, and it was at the old church where I was first became a Christian. So I'm like, that's pretty cool. So we went there. So I'll probably insert the clip here. I think I can show that because it just has a little bit of singing without getting copyrighted, but that was pretty cool because in that church is where I was, you know, it was like neat seeing like one of the people on the team. I'm like, I remember you from like it's been what, 22 years ago, 23 years ago? 22 years ago, it's been a long time. So just kind of cool to be able to go back there and see. And so I'm like, that's where I was baptized, which is pretty cool. And that's the church that we went to when the older kids were little. So just good little times. And then, hey, Maggie, you coming to see me? They got a new dog, let me show you. Here's Maggie. She's not too sure about me. She's just very like, I don't know. You're in my yard. She's like going, she goes, are you good? She's like, I just got to make sure you're doing good. So it's just, we've been doing that, and then we've just been visiting at the grandparents' house and just getting a lot of time. The kids are just having fun. I mean, there's nothing specific, and I haven't filmed, I don't think I have any other clips. I tried to like do a couple clips, and then I'll just add them, but I think that's it. We've been doing Tim Hortons. Yeah, I did Tim Hortons this morning, but I got up early today and did some meal prep at my parents' here, so it's been good. So I thought, well, I come outside and film a little bit of the yard. They have a really good backyard. Now, when I was a kid, I did not appreciate it at all, because there was 10,000 mosquitoes, and I didn't appreciate outside beauty like I do now as an adult. So I never came outside much at all. So they had a little playhouse over here when the grandkids were little, which is fun. So they had this. I'm like, oh yeah, the little pink playhouse. I'm like, I remember when they built it, I'm like, it needs to be pink. But then I wasn't thinking ahead to like multiple grandkids that probably would not want a pink playhouse. It works out so good. So I'll show you a little bit of the yard. They do a really good job with their flowers. My mom likes that, and they have a beautiful fish pond here. And then the rest of the day, we're gonna go out and do fun stuff. My dad works at a jail, so he's been there for a long time. I'm like, Dad, you ever gonna retire? And he's like, I don't think I'm ever gonna retire. So we're gonna go to the jail, which will be fun for the kids, and I don't know what else. We're just gonna bring it. Okay, battery's dead, so I had to run all the way inside and go get one. So this is my parents. It's kind of cool. Our parents live in the city, and they probably, I don't know, people still have big lots for their yard, but they're very fortunate to have like a beautiful backyard. So let me show you theirs. So this is great. They have this pond, and I think there's fish in here, which I'll show you. I think there's some in there, we'll see, but they've got, my dad is an avid wood cutter. I think you need some wood, you go see Bill. He's got 10,000 things of wood, and we're gonna go see more that he cuts. They heat their house with wood. So they have all, there's Maggie. Maggie's like, I'm watching you. You see me, Maggie? She's like, I'm watching you. She's not too sure about me, but this is good. So they've got all their yard that's kind of in the backyard there. They start out, look at all that wood back there. Wood back there. It's dog mess area, so I'm not gonna go that way. But I said, I'm gonna film your flowers, and she says, there's not many flowers out, so I guess it's just kind of greenery and overgrown right now. But when it's kind of the end of summer here, so look at I'm like, look at the leaves. Those are fake leaves. That's too funny. There are some leaves changing. We saw driving up here. I'm like, oh, it's fall time is upon us. So I guess everything, there's some brown-eyed Susans. I guess everything is kind of not growing, but she has a beautiful landscape yard here. And I've got, let's see, is there any fish in here? I thought there was some fish going on in here. Maybe not. Oh, right there. There's a couple down there I see. So this is pretty and peaceful. I wanted to do my little abundantly blessed out here. Oh, I thought how pretty that would be to sit here and read God's word, which I can still do. I might get out my Bible. I might do that. I'm probably gonna do that. I'll film my abundant blessed out here. I thought it'd be really pretty by the water here. So I'm gonna do that. I'll go back in a few minutes and do that. So this has been good. It's just a lot changed. Letting us know they catch their squirrels in. Or not squirrels, what would they catch? I don't know what they get here. Not squirrels. Squirrels are here. They're like animal friendly. I guess possums, raccoons, whatever would get in there. And then they go and drop it off. So they've got all their little stuff here. The dog pool here. But this is nice. Just a nice little yard. This is my mom's beauty shop. She did hair in here as a kid. She'd do everybody's hair. She still does it. So fun. So this has been good. Maggie. She's like, I just don't know anything about you. So fun. So I'm just gonna bring you along for the day. Whatever we choose to do, it's just gonna be a good day. I'll take you along. We'll go see some of the jail and whatever fun we do, and just every continuation. It'll be the couple days vlogs all shoved into one. So, all right, let me go. Let me get my Bible and read my abundantly blessed. You'll see that another day. Grandma does ornaments from bronzers. So everybody's names. Look at this is Steven. That goes on Grandma's tree. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Jaden. Jeff. Amy. These are mine. Greg. Colin. These are kind of getting.
Baby Samuel.
We got Samuel. Oh, he's got a little one. Samuel.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the littler ones because the big tree. And Matthew.
We got green.
Paul picked out Matthew because of the red hair.
Look at this, your ornaments
and
that Grandpa's on her tree.
I put these on the tree every year.
Oh, you got sparkles.
Yeah,
nice.
So from now on I'm getting the sparkle ones.
That's yours, Autumn. It says Autumn Rose. Look how cute. Isn't that pretty?
The next time, yeah, and Ashlyn, she wanted
sparkles too.
Hers got bad,
yours
so
looks
we
cute.
were replacing them.
So these are all the ornaments she sticks in her tree.
So Steven's is green.
Yeah. Isn't that nice? Papa Bill brought us to his property worth of wood. Let's see all the wood my dad's cut. He's got like wood and wood and wood. Dad's question is, how much wood do you have left? Or how much wood do you have to burn?
240 feet square.
240. So that will last you till when? You figured out to your age, didn't you?
20 years. Yeah.
20 years. So my dad, how can you say how old you are? 70. What are you? 70?
72.
72. So you have enough wood to burn until you're 92 years old. That's a lot of wood, Dad.
A lot of wood.
I feel like you're not going to burn wood at 92.
Yeah, probably not.
That's a lot of cutting.
Probably not.
Dang. So they cover it with greenhouse tarps and then nothing rips. Look at all that wood. There's like wood and wood and wood.
This is what I got hauled in this year.
Wow. You cut the pallets too?
No, it's stacked the wood.
Okay. We used to burn it. Look at all that stuff. Oh my goodness, Dad.
Card top.
It's a card. You guys need some wood? Oh, look, it's a monkey.
And then I lay it down, I rip it with I get a rip saw.
Okay.
Then split it and cut it fours.
Wow, that's a lot of wood, Dad.
Yeah, that's exercise.
That's good. That's good exercise, and you're providing for yourself. That's a lot of wood.
In there too, so.
What is that? There's the wood.
Get rid of this stuff too. Start burning that.
I said, Dad, you need a bench. So he said, I got a bench right here. So this is
Stumble from over there. You can make it over here and sit down.
You stumble from there and you come over here and sit down. That's a good little thing. There we go. Things all flying in the air. The fuzzies. That's pretty.
Well, you can get pretty good up. You can get up in here pretty good. All
look at all crab apples. Can you eat a crab apple?
That's probably no apple tree. I don't know.
Can you eat one without getting sick? Yeah.
This probably no sun. It's like the sun just beats on it.
Or just get yourself.
Dries out. So back pile, cover that up with you.
All right, kids are going to be in there like you in jail. Put your hands up if you're so sad. There we go. Kids are stuck in jail. Look sad. Look. So if anybody wants a history, this is John Dillinger. This is his.
That's the guy, John Dillinger, buddy shot.
John, who's this guy again? John Dillinger.
Dillinger was the #1 enemy in the country.
Okay, that's right. And he came through here, right? I remember.
No, his was his partner.
Okay.
And then the sheriff. That's the bullet that went through him.
Oh, that's the
stuck in his notebook.
In John Dillinger. Oh, he shot the sheriff
shot
guy.
him in a notebook, and then the other shot killed him. But
wow. So John Dillinger is this.
He's a public enemy number 1.
Public enemy number 1.
Back in the 20s.
Back in the 20s. Or 34. It says 34.
34, yeah.
So that's his
He came to Port Huron to escape. Yeah, it was a shirt worn by a sheriff. The guy shot him, and it hit into his pocket right here and didn't kill him.
Somebody had all that stuff. I don't know where they had it.
That's pretty cool.
broken glasses.
That's pretty cool.
Shell casings and the glasses that he got shot at.
Wow, look at all that stuff. Bullets.
Sunglasses worn by
That's pretty cool.
time of the shooting.
The old jail. This is the actual cell.
This is actual cell gate. No,
Oh, wow.
Actually, no, this is the east end or west end gate.
Wow.
He locked it in.
Look at there's like crime scene photos and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. Papa's taking us to Hippy Dippy. Little ice cream place. We're gonna go check this out. Best ice cream. Let's go find out. Oh, it smells good. Look at this. Look at me. Smile. Smile. Hippy Dippy. Yeah. That is butter pecan. Look at all the good ice
Wait,
cream.
is that the kind with... Oh.
There's mint ice cream too. Your spoon, look it. It's a changing spoon. Yummy. Steven got a black licorice. Go ahead, Maddie, you can tell what you like. Black licorice. The spoon is changing spoon.
And then if you like put it right here.
Okay, they got this one. We got some watermelon dairy free. And come place. You're like really pretty. That's so fun. Cute. Thanks, Dad. We got some swirl ice cream.